Say, why is the 3 backwards, but it's not?
Carrie.
It's not.
Harry is a scholar.
Welcome to Ace Combat 3 Electrosphere. This game did not see... Okay, let me rephrase. The game, as it should have been released, was not released in the States. A very neutered, watered-down, fucking dog shit version was released here in the States. That cut most of the story, cut most of the cutscenes, cut most of the in-game dialogue. It was fucking bad. It was bad, and it sucked, and it was poo-poo. But, it is still a very popular game nonetheless. And a fan team that was not Project Nemo, but another project that I forget the name of right now.
Loadward team.
Thank you. They busted their asses and worked hard on this translation, and it's really cool. And here's a little opening cutscene.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be paying attention to this.
I'm paying attention.
Yeah, I told them to at least pay attention to this first part, just so they can grasp kind of the general concepts of the United Peacekeeping, UPEO, General Resource Company, and Neucom. So
She's
just enough
really
that they
fast.
can grasp stuff. Yeah. She's chapped my knees. Yay!
Oh,
So
is
you
that
got
it?
UPEO.
All right.
This is technically the first cutscene here. Like the
This is what you
important one.
wanted us to pay attention to.
Yeah. That one was just like introducing the you know, the routes.
Together, always, every step of the way. General Group.
Me when I imagine the future. General Group.
Today we stand united. Tomorrow you two will join us.
That is such a generic name, General Group. I wonder what they're in charge of.
Yeah, General Resources, man.
She takes wing in a graceful
Dude,
war
here we
machine, dancing freely, the ace pilot of UPEO, pride of the people. It is she who... Fuck. She will be left speechless as you learn what burden she bears. This pilot's name is Rena Heroes. She has been afflicted since birth with Silverstone disease, meaning she cannot live in the sun's light. Her dad is Dracula. Wait, does that mean her brother's Alucard?
Yeah.
Wait, but Alucard could stand in the
Yes.
sun.
Symphony of the Night is a precursor for Ace Combat 3.
They're both on the PS1.
All right, the Electrosphere. Yeah, the Electrosphere is this thing that's like, as I explained it to Evan, it's like the world internet that also like runs most satellite stuff.
Okay.
It's a pretty big deal in the world of Ace Combat 3 Electrosphere taking place on Usea. Once again, by the way, we're back to Usea again. So this is the third game in a row that we're here.
So what were the other nations up to during this, I guess? Were they dealing with all this kind of shit, too?
I don't know. It's not ever like really explicitly explained. It's just kind of like, at least when it comes to Usea, it was just Neucom and General Resources and the UN. Or the NUN, the NUN, the Neo United Nations.
More like the Nazi United.
Whoa, dude. That's not for another 2 games. Come on, man.
Whoa.
Wow. Whitney, let me hear wow.
If the human body is nothing more than the vessel for the mind, you know, that's kind of true. Oh.
Yeah,
no, I'm
I
not
mean-
Gnostic.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah. What's up, man?
And you don't seem to...
Yes, Evan and I made the connection today that, not now, really, but eventually this game will get pretty serials experiments. Yeah, boo, Eric, you fucking nerd. This guy fucking sucks. He's just like...
Yeah, Gabe actually fucking hates this
Jaeger.
guy, I can confirm.
Eric Jaeger. God, every time he's on screen, I just want... Nah, he's an alright guy later on, but early on he's like me.
Now about the next mission. Maybe this time think about giving me a little support too. Stop spending all your time copying Rena and Fee's maneuvers. After all, you need to have my back.
Fuck that guy.
Orders will now be given verbally as opposed to visually.
yeah.
Orders are only given in sign language.
Are only given in the
catch
future.
your signs off
Everybody knows
later.
sign language.
Oh, impact font.
This is an emergency broadcast
From
All right, here we go. Breaking
EAPN.
news. Yeah. Oh, continual tension between General Resources and Neucom. Fucking arguing again. Except instead of arguing this time, they launched military efforts toward each other. Oh. In response to this Delegate Clarkson. Dude, what a nice guy. He looks like the Colonel in KFC. All right, now we get our first little look here at the UI, looking like Kirby's Air Ride.
That
You're
does.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
So this game introduces a couple things control-wise. It introduces a like target lock in the sense that like you were able to snap your camera onto the target while you were freely able to move your plane, so like you can kind of keep track of engagements better. Also, there's like a realistic when you're in aircraft, you deal with these things, and also just in cars in general too, but in any vehicle, you deal with these things called the G-forces, right?
Yes.
G-forces affect the body, of course, but they also affect cars and planes. And so maneuvering in this game is reliant on a couple of factors, but the biggest thing is that there is realistic G physics in the way that you will lose thrust and experience more drag if you're trying to climb. You will lose handling but increase your speed if you're in a dive. Pitch, yaw, and roll all also are dependent on if you're going a certain speed or not, because again, more airspeed drag. So there's like a lot of, I won't say like advanced stuff, but like this is a game where it's like you're not just like flying like a weight. There's definitely like some oomph behind what you're doing. So yeah, first mission again, like every single Ace Combat game ever. Shoot down some bombers, get a feel for the planes you're flying.
Kill some dudes.
Yeah, they want to blow things up, and you say, "You better not," and they say, "We're gonna," and you say, "Okie doke, time to not do that." So this first mission is general resource so the UPEO is like your middleman in the sense that like the Neo United Nations is like, all right, General Resources and Neucom are going at it again. We need you to go there and like just kind of act as peacekeepers in the sense that whoever is aggressing, you blow them up and send them running back so they stop. Is it warmongering? Maybe. Is it actual peacekeeping? Maybe. All I know is that you get cool future planes, like the MiG-33. Most of the
Neo United
future
Nations,
planes on this
none
story-
for short.
Yeah, none. Yeah, there's like
More
different. Go on.
Nazi United.
All right,
Oh my
so
god.
I hate this.
Ooh, thumbs down, tomato.
Why are they using this font in the text boxes? It's just
It's
not good for, like, I feel like Loadward team here, like the translators, like I feel like maybe they didn't actually like take into consideration what the look of a CRT would be like with that kind of text.
Mm-hmm.
And they made it made it small, and it looks like Calibri or something.
Yo, we use Calibri at work.
Oh,
All right, so
basic
boom,
bitches.
first mission here. Oh, look, it's
Damn.
not my choice. If it was my choice,
Bullseye.
we'd be
My
using
font, my
Trebuchet on
choice.
Yeah.
I am going to file all of my reports in wingdings, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I'm partial
Yeah,
to
just imagine
Garamond for the
submitting a police
publications
report. Yeah.
that I do at my work.
All right, so let me
Nice
give a
face.
quick rundown of the HUD real fast here. On the bottom right, you have your aircraft type, your damage, your missile amounts. When you see the little missiles are gone, that means you can't fire. They do automatically get reloaded, so there's a cooldown. On your right is your altitude. On your left is your speed. The little twisty dial thing is if it's going to the right, you are accelerating. If it is to the left, you are accelerating but slowing, decelerating, I guess. Bottom left is your mission. Top left is your motherfucking map. When you're in cockpit mode, because I mentioned this, I think, last time, this is the future, and the future is cool. Pilots don't have to worry about things like blind spots and all that. You get inside to this thing, and it has something called the coffin system, which allows the pilot to see 360 degrees while they're in the cockpit. Now, I'm playing third person right now, but when we get in, you'll see how there's like the entire center thing is like, you know, it says like northeast, southwest, but instead of saying it at the top or like having a designated HUD screen for it, the entire inside of your cockpit is essentially the HUD.
I love the sudden shift back to like right behind you. It's like playing in Mario Kart and just like pressing the X button.
Yeah, and like looking behind you. That will be useful for like tracking enemies mostly, but I haven't shown it off. Oh yeah, see how there's like east, northeast. Your HUD is pretty much in, you know, your directions are the same. Everything's a lot more open, and you have a 360 degree view. It's pretty cool, the coffin system. I wish it was in real life, but this is the super future. So
The super. It's not just the future. It's the super. You know how they say the not too
I call
distant
it the
future? This is the way too distant future.
No, yeah, I always call this like the super future. Is this the end of the mission? Oh no, there's like a mission update. Yeah, go shoot down the spawn ends. Update target, really red, really in your fucking face about it. But yeah, no, the game controls nice. You know, the planes have a bunch of weight to them, and like as you get better planes, you can just feel like, I suppose, like me being like, oh, it doesn't feel like you're flying like a fucking just paper airplane. Like there's some weight to it. Like the better planes you get, yes, there's like less drag, less time to accelerate, less like G-forces you experience during low or high angle passes.
Ah, yes,
Like,
that
that's
G-force,
cool.
that movie about hamsters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Skinny pigs. Skinny pig spies.
That's right, there were guinea
I never
pigs.
saw that.
They were guinea pigs. Yeah, that's what's called G-force.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, see, okay, there it is. Target stationary camera lock.
I don't.
So,
I never
as
saw
you
that movie. I just remember seeing like billions of ads for it on TV.
Look, dude, they were some cool. Okay, so as you can see, my camera is locked onto this enemy R101. My plane is freely controlling right now, and I'm maneuvering it to get in a position to blow it up. This is, in my opinion, one of the most important additions to this series is being able to hold your camera onto an enemy during a dogfight. It makes your attack angles so much easier to do, and also you're not just like blindly looking, and then suddenly, oh, you overshoot the fire, you have to change your angle again. It is like, it's perfect. It's what the game needed. This guy broke my fucking angles, but now he's dead. And that's the mission. So now that we have this general rundown of the controls and how cool the planes are, and like the story kind of, I'll let the game do most of the stuff now. But yeah, it's cool stuff. It's a fun game. I like being in the future where there are no like governments and everything is ruled by corporations. Haha. XD.
Oh, social commentary.
Yeah,
Whoa.
social commentary. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, yep. Yippee! That's all I'm gonna say.
That's us, Smash Team Games. We put the commentary in social commentary, but unfortunately we take the social out of it in the process most of the time.
Here on Smash Team
do,
Games, we
and
put
that
the
leaves us-
commentary in commentary.
We put the commentary.
Oh, don't say that again.
Whoa!
Oh,
Harry puts
hello.
Area. Dude, there she is. She's so pretty.
Commentary.
The first
Not an
email.
uncommentary.
It's the first one.
Yeah, these are video emails. Pretty cool stuff, man.
V-mails.
Futuristic, huh? Yeah, V-mails. Yeah, pretty futuristic stuff, man. In the far future, when pilots have brain implants to help them integrate with a cool 360 revolutionary cockpit system, we still
but is
have
it like
video messages, baby.
Is it like in Futurama where they have ads in their dreams?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, actually, dude, I can't wait for when people have like Neuralinks, like me,
No.
to like send people like Spotify want to break from the ads while they're like watching movies.
Me when I don't
Imagine
use
hearing that
Spotify
in
and
your
only
brain.
listen to MP3s built into my downloaded onto my device.
You're gonna be like in some cast out tribe because you don't participate.
Okay,
How do you
Carrie,
get your
I get what you're
Spotify
saying.
Wrapped?
However, streaming is bad. So
Ooh.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stream's annoying for a lot of reasons.
Must be.
Ah, yes, the Data Swallow, not to be confused with it's this game's equivalent to the Wonder Swan. That's right. All of this is done on a Wonder Swan.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Basically, these on-air, these Fox News guys are like,
Fox News
Neucom
guys.
and UPEO, UPEO and Neucom reaching a consensus of like peacekeeping. That could be bad because General Resource is gonna retaliate for whatever reason, and it's like,
What do you think?
yeah,
What do you think
duh.
about the? It's like, what do you think about the conflicts between General Resources and Neucom? Well, I think this is all related to direct actions by that of Bernie Sanders.
Yesterday, a Neucom civilian facility was destroyed. Womp womp.
Oh,
Did you just
Did
say
you say womp womp to a civilian facility being destroyed? Yep, there they are. There's the fan translate. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out. Give them a big old kiss.
SARF.
Thanks for
What
doing
does
this.
SARF stand for?
The special
Salmon and-
action, the special action response force. They're like, if UPEO has like a general air force, the SARF team is like the
It's-
best of the best. The
Gabe,
top dogs.
Gabe. I'm sorry, but that's wrong. It's the Salmon and Radish Feast.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's kind of where I was going
How
with that.
foolish! How foolish of me.
Your mission is
Yeah,
to
you
halt
answered me
Neucom's
seriously.
offense by
How dare you.
disabling their Oh, god damn it.
So in the last mission, we helped Neucom. In this mission, we are not helping them. We are inhibiting them by destroying their on-field radar.
Neutral party! Yay!
Yep, neutral party. A lot of the planes per the routes like change depending on who you are. Like the planes you'll have. Oh, I should also probably mention, there's no more buying planes in this game. You don't like buy planes. You don't accrue credits to buy planes or whatever. You just unlock them as the story progresses.
That's better.
Depending on whatever story.
That's
you're
just
in.
better.
It is. It changes back in Ace Combat 4 in a way where you have to buy planes again, but you don't lose planes.
Well, that's because Ace
which
Combat
is-
4 is in the past. Oh, by the way, Gabe, I read something. I thought it was interesting. So you know how Ace Combat 6 is an Xbox 360 exclusive?
Yes.
It is the best-selling game on the console in Japan. Ace Combat 6 is.
That surprises me 0%. Ace Combat is a big deal over there.
I think it's more popular in the US, actually. I don't know.
I'd probably say 50-50. Only reason because pre-Ace Combat 7, the games did not have much traction.
That's fair.
In the sense that, like, they sold well,
Well,
but
why
they
would you have
weren't like,
traction? You're in the air.
oh, dude, so funny.
Yeah, Gabe, we're not using the Landmaster. We're using the R-Wing.
Yeah.
Oh, I should also probably mention that in this game, like in Ace Combat 1, you had to wait for like the gun reticle to come up, and if you shot before it, like no, the bullets wouldn't hit. Same with like Ace Combat 2, kind of, but it was a little bit more forgiving. If you shot out of range and bullets still hit the target, you'd still get the hit notification. In this game, since like the bullets are like not hit scan and they're projectile, you can like where I'm at now, if I was gangster and fucking decided to ball out and just use my gun, I could probably hit that target that was all the way over there. is very not forgiving in the sense like. I just like the projectiles a lot more than the range-based hits game.
They're quite nice until your PS1 reads the disc incorrectly and it's making Atari 2600 sounds.
That was really funny. I was like, this is how the song is supposed to go, so I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Every time Gabe walked on it, we went like, beep!
I was like, and then I blew up the fighter. It was like...
For the record, the footage is gone, so no, I can't share it with you.
The sound was glitching out, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No,
So, okay.
We'll also come across something else sound glitchy later, but...
So let me get into this, okay? So, as Gabe mentioned before, we are playing a fan translation of this game because the English release basically had, like, all of the story taken out. Mm-hmm. What that meant is that I had to burn it to disk so that my PS1 would read it. And unlike the Sega Saturn, the PS1's like homebrew software for reading burned discs is not nearly as good. Like the Saturn, that shit runs flawlessly, but the PS1 not nearly as much. So every once in a while you'll come across some kind of weird ass problem and it's like you just
Yeah. And today's were both sound and involving sound.
Oh my god, yeah, that's...
I can't wait to get to... I don't want to talk about
that's
it now,
like 2 recording sessions from now.
It's so funny that it happened. I couldn't believe it. Even the text is... Okay, but again, we'll touch on that when we get there. Carrie, I had a thing.
What's your thing, soldier?
So, thank you. So, you know how, like, I was actually at work and I was explaining to one of my supervisors about the Bustovich thing. How,
yes.
Bus is short for Bustovich. And then they put something in my mind that I thought about, right? So, he was like, okay, then what would the long form of bust be? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you know, like a bust of, like, a president. And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, well, if it's anything like Bart, which is short for Bartholomew, wouldn't it be Bustolomew? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's good. So what's legendary about Bustovich, though, is that you just came out with that. No thought.
That's true. I didn't think about it. It just, like, fuck happened. I just got jump scared by a turning bus, and that was it. Oh, Bustovich.
That was when we were... that was when you guys were heading over so that we could record Gunstar Heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just like that, the mission's over. I did it.
Yeah, you did it!
Stinky Neucom radar areas. A lot of the UPEO fighters, too, are based off of, like, future versions of real-world fighters, where some of the other...
Are you trying to be Sarf's next ace?
Yeah.
You are?
I'm gonna be the best. I'm gonna be number one. I'm gonna be the best. I got a D. I'm gonna be so cool that Reina will think I'm super cool and handsome and funny and cool and want to marry me. That's the end goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Without the Sorf.
Sarf? None.
None.
However, the opposition between Neucom and General Resource threatens to spread across all of Usea. The conference at Snyder's Top, proposed by Delegate Clarkson, could be the first step in de-escalation between the two enterprises. On to our next story. And now, sports.
USE, United States of America.
Gabe, what are sports like in this time?
Yeah. I feel like baseball is still probably being played.
God. Okay, no, that reminds me.
It's all planes.
I remember this thing I saw once online that was like it was like a picture of like Japan like being attached to like the east side of North America, and it's like, what would this mean? And like every reply is like describes like what kind of like climate or environmental problem like this suddenly moving would cause, but then every single one of them ends with, but it would be very good for baseball.
You know, here's what I think
It's
sports
rather-
are like in the future, especially soccer. So soccer's played very similarly, but everybody's in a hamster ball. And, like each individual person is in a hamster ball, not everybody is in a large hamster ball together. Although that would be
both.
interesting too.
They're all in hamster balls that
They're all in one giant hamster ball.
So they're all in individual hamster balls, but those are all inside one big hamster ball. Next time on Smash Team Games, we make this a reality.
Rocket League with planes.